What's up, everybody? It's your boy Terence Crawford coming to you live from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'll be back December 14th, Madison Square Garden against Mean Machine, Egidijus, Kavaliauskas. See you soon. Be there.
Suavemente. Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone. En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie. We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes. As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again. ¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game could see the Boxing Voice.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and I'm joined alongside absolutely no one, but we're back regardless to discuss Terence Crawford and his return to the ring. Big triple header going down December 14th. Top Rank Promotions put together a nice card all around as a whole. You can't complain with that co-main event, and we'll be talking about that a little bit more in depth. The co-main features Richard Commey versus Teofimo Lopez, a lightweight title fight, and definitely, for those, Michael Conlan fans, they get to see Conlan take on Nikitin, Vladimir Nikitin, who is a fighter that was awarded a controversial win over Conlan in the Olympics, and obviously you have Terence Crawford taking on the Mean Machine, Egidijus Kavaliauskas. Egidijus, according to Mikey Garcia, this guy has power. Mikey sparred him in preparation for his Sergey Lipinets fight. And he feels that this guy has power, and it's not just I'm bigger than you power, like I have more weight than you power. He's like power to the punch. So interesting. We'll see. It's not like we haven't seen Crawford buzzed before. So we'll see what comes of it. And can he present any sort of test to Crawford? I don't know that he would. I seen him be very loopy. He loves to play with that left hook, but he leans back and, gets very loopy. It's always in twos, though. It's always like uppercut, left hook, or left hook, uppercut. I don't know, just based off the Ray Robinson fight, Ray was able to keep him at bay with the jab. It wasn't even really landing, Ray was just good at, keeping the distance. So I don't see this guy presenting any trouble to Crawford. But again, overall, good card. I think everybody's excited to see Crawford back, and, very excited for the fight between Teofimo and Richard Commey. And I think that Conlan is just an added bonus. But looks like we got Mr. Gross, the boss. So let's head on out to Indiana. Remember the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Now, don't forget you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation.
Kavaliauskas Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. My mic, he stayed out. My mic, will not stop.
A man stand up for what he believes in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo.
What up?
What up to everybody out there in the TBV universe? Oh, man. Egidijus Kavaliauskas and Terence Crawford. I've been down on this fight for the past couple of months ever since Iggy's got a gift win over Ray Robinson. So it's not like I've been hyped about this fight. I knew it was coming down the pipeline. I knew he was going to be the mandatory. So like Ness said, I really don't think he's going to present much of a challenge for Terence Crawford, but we'll talk about that. But Commey and Lopez, great fight. Mick, Conlan, I don't know what they're doing with him, but we'll talk about his opponent, I'm sure, too. What's going on, Ness?
What up, bruh? I think that, we should set the precedent right now and stop saying and allowing people to say that this is the mandatory. This is not the mandatory. He has not been called. I got articles to back that they're just handling this early, very much like Triple G. They want to deal with their mandatory, but this is not his mandatory. It has not been called. This is not Alexander Usyk waiting for the winner, which was called. This is just the number one contender that will be the mandatory whenever it gets called. So they're going to handle it before, just to get it out the way. But I got that article from ESPN. I can actually quote that because I didn't want any of that to get, carried away. I see videos, people trying to defend Crawford. Listen, man, nah, shut the fuck up. While the meme machine from Lithuania once was considered an elite prospect in recent years, Kavaliauskas' development as a fighter has plateaued. According to top-ranked Bob Arum, the reason for making this fight is simple one. Kavaliauskas is rated number 1 by the WBO, and this fight is being made now to take care of Crawford's mandatory obligation early. That link I will send to Mike now. I didn't want to send before, because then it was like, yo, I prepared him for the gut shot. So, yeah, man, they could have did business. They could have did business, man. They could have sent offers, I do understand Mikey and Danny are waiting for bigger offers, but who's available? Ugas is available. Crawford was available. And I respect Terence Crawford. I'm going to tell you that right now. My opinion slightly changed because if you think about it, he didn't announce this fight till yesterday, Monday evening, and I think he was waiting. I think he was giving his promoter time, but with the news of welterweight unified champion Earl Spence and, having gone through a very serious accident in a vehicle, I think that Crawford then gave his bosses the okay, because I have another article that states he just signed his contract Monday. So I think he was deep down in his heart waiting to see what could materialize. But that doesn't give him a pass because Earl is hurt. There's dozens. If not, I'll go to, BoxRec and tell you maybe 1,500 welterweights out there to choose from. The top 10, again, this article did a very good job. The top 10 of the welterweight division, I think it's 8 out of 10 are with 8 out of 10 are with PBC. And number 3, Crawford, number 10, Kavaliauskas are with Top Rank. So we can easily see why this is being made. It's an in-house fight, but there are a lot of people between 3 and 10 that could have been negotiated with. And I think the most easiest would have been Ugas. Bob Arum came out and shamed Porter and said that Ugas was a better fighter than Porter. So he should have no issues making that. And Kavaliauskas should have no issues giving Ray Robinson a rematch. The fact that off of a draw, he becomes mandatory challenger without being called and gets a fight at a belt with Crawford, where most people thought Ray Robinson won. But I'm not arguing that he did or didn't, because after rewatching that fight, I can see why he got a draw. Sometimes you just don't do enough. I like to say that a lot, and I don't think that, he did enough. I can see why the judges took it. But, I would still send offers to Danny. I would still send offers to Ugas. I would send offers to Mikey. David Avanesian coming off of 2 back-to-back knockout wins. And Avanesian, believe it or not, has lost to Kavaliauskas. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, he lost by knockout. Because, again, Kavaliauskas is considered a puncher, but I just see him way too wide to deal with Terence Crawford. Offers to Broner. Would he be legitimized as a welterweight with this fight? No, but he wasn't with Khan either. So a fight with Broner would be good. Jamal James, mandatory, highly ranked in the WBA. Anthony Juice Young coming off of a surprising upset win to Saddam Ali. And again, those are just slightly more known names than Kavaliauskas, but at least not coming off of a fight where people had you losing. But good morning, Mike.
What's up, man? Number one WBC, WBO contender, soon to be called for the mandatory. So I see what Bob Arum and Top Rank is doing, trying to feed Crawford up for next year so he can get one of those big fights down the road. Funny you brought up Ugas when we brought up Ugas. I believe Brandon from Cincinnati or somebody brought it up. You kind of laughed in Brandon's face. So glad to see your stance change on Ugas.
Well, you know what I like to say, right? Better the devil you know than the devil you don't.
I didn't interrupt you. I didn't cut you off. I didn't butt in.
Mike, don't get touchy because it's Crawford show.
I'm not getting touchy. I'm just saying I'll let you speak for your 5 minutes. So can I get my thing off? Then we can go back and forth like we always do. But anyway, Danny Garcia was supposed to be fighting, I believe, Earl Spence, but we all know what happened with that. Hopefully, Danny can get him a fight, get him a fight, so that he can him and Earl can beat up. Hopefully later on. In the summertime, if Earl doesn't take the whole year off, because never know what kind of situation or how he's feeling about boxing right now. Adrian Broner hasn't beat anybody. I don't know how long. Like he gets draws, he gets losses. So I don't know how much credit you'll give for beating Adrian Broner. Also, Mike can get. Damn near lost to Jesse Vargas off a draw. Adrian Broner just haven't had a good win, and I don't know how long. So you wouldn't probably pick him. Ugas, we all like Ugas, know what I'm saying? We all said Ugas a minute ago, but it takes some people a little time to come to the party. Ebenezer, not really a known name. You'd probably do better fighting Kavaliauskas.
More known than Kavaliauskas.
I mean, he beat Kavaliauskas twice. So I don't know, and he's been on ESPN Plus and ESPN several times. I've never seen David Ebenezer on TV. Have you?
Absolutely. You forgot he fought Lamont Peterson?
What channel?
What you mean? He was on PBC.
If you seen him, I haven't seen him on TV.
Oh,
right, so
okay.
That's just me, and I've been watching boxing almost 3 years now. I haven't seen him on TV yet.
Well, that explains it. You might have missed that one. This one's in 2017.
Again, I didn't cut you off, bro. You just love.
I thought you asked me a question, champ.
Go ahead. No, you jumped in. Go ahead.
No, didn't you ask me where did I see him fight?
Take it away, bro.
I'm sorry. I thought that was a question. Maybe it was rhetorical. I apologize.
Yo, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Your mic not connected, bro. But yeah, are we still on?
Why wouldn't we be?
I don't know if he dropped off. Sometimes Skype dropped down, bro. That's all I was asking. But yeah, man. Bob Arum, Top Rank, things good. Not really a good fight, but good card though. I am excited about Lopez and Commey. I see Lopez out in the media talking a little bit trash. So glad to see him confident about that fight. But Commey, man, I'm telling you, man, Commey is going to be a problem for that young man. I like Commey. I've been liking him ever since I seen him fight against Easter. Really been following him since then. I think it's going to be might be the fight of the night in my opinion. And I don't know who I'm leaning to at this moment right now.
What up? What we talking about? Big fights or Terence
I don't
Crawford?
know, man. You think it's a big fight? Crawford versus Egidijus Kavaliauskas?
Nah. I don't know who Egidijus Kavaliauskas is.
I don't even
Mean
think
Machine?
it's Egidijus. I think we missing like a D. It's like, I don't know, something like that.
It's in the Garden too. What's up with that? That's big.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Crawford stay fighting in the Garden.
Yeah, but it's in the theater or the big room?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the big room with that supporting. You know, they got Teofimo and Richard Commey on the undercard. So I don't know. I think that'll make the big room because it's like a triple header.
Right. Teofimo versus Commey seems more exciting than Mean Machine. Crawford, Mean Machine.
Yeah, a lot of people
Absolutely.
saying that should be the main event, but you know, how the hell is Crawford gonna get on someone else's, you know, undercard?
Right. He's the star.
Yeah.
Well, that's Bob Arum doing bad work. Like, what's the deal, man? Like, why don't we get that fight that we want Crawford to face, like a name?
I believe he doesn't want to pay, man. They don't want to pay for it. You know, there's people out there like Mike is like, oh, it's good to see, you know, that we're coming along with what he said. It's not that I'm coming along. Is that when he recommended Ray Robinson was coming off of a draw, you know. I am just the type of guy that I used that slogan before, like better the devil you know than the devil you don't. And at least we know Ray. At least Ray's been on TV. We know he's trained by Jaron Ennis' father. Like we know he got some sort of pedigree. We seen a tight fight with him and Kavaliauskas. You know, we seen him in there with Porter. So yeah, that would be a better fight than this unknown dude that, I mean, whose biggest name on his resume is Ray Robinson or David Avanesian. That's just the bottom line, you know what I mean? And watching his second to last fight that they're trying to highlight is shameful. That guy, I think his name was Ariaza. No way, bro. Like, he's not even, like, Crawford could have a cold, just had sex, probably got fucking a sprained elbow and still is way better than this Ariaza dude. Like, my man is not on that level. And, you know, he was touching Kavaliauskas. Kavaliauskas does this weird thing. I guarantee Crawford drops him. He leans back too far when he's throwing that left hook. I don't know. I mean, I guess, I ain't gonna lie. He's landing that shit on motherfuckers from this awkward position. But I see a guy as accurate as Crawford catching him while leaning back, and he gonna slump him because, you know, the position his body's in, he's not gonna be able to keep himself up, you know. But the Mikey Garcia fight, I would still criticize it. I'm coming right out saying it. I would still criticize because Mikey's coming off a straight ass kicking, but that's a fight that they can make. Pacquiao's trying to make it. Stop letting these dudes do everything and do some of this. Like, Pacquiao's trying to make that Mikey fight. Pacquiao's trying to make that Danny fight. You know, Thurman is out with injury. You know, Porter, semi-available, right? Semi-available, especially now with the news of Earl. Porter's already back in the gym. He's posting dozens of videos showing that he's back in the gym.
Garcia Danny's available, allegedly, right?
I mean, he's got to be available now with the story breaking with Earl. So it's like, these guys are freed up. So I get Crawford signing because he's like, yo, that's it. My Earl fight, I can't even negotiate it. Earl is busy. Cool. I'm signing. But that doesn't take Sean off the table, Danny off the table, Mikey off the table, you know, Avanesian off the table, Sergey Lipinets. He's highly ranked in the fucking WBO. His only loss is what? To maybe to Mikey, you know? And yes, I would dog that fight too, because look, it's like, yo, he's just moving up. He's not a real welterweight, blah, 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 blah. But again, better name than Kavaliauskas. Broner, better name than Kavaliauskas. I know for Crawford, this is a bad fight because he already did it, so there's absolutely no need. But Thomas Delorme is a better name than Kavaliauskas. Like, Kavaliauskas hasn't done anything. Josecito Lopez, coming off of that, you know, maybe that Thurman loss. He just got the win the other day on the Earl card. He's got that fight with Thurman to give us a barometer. We know he's been in there with Maidana. He's been in there with Canelo. He's been in with Victor Ortiz. So we know Lopez is a good test. Do I pick Crawford to beat him? Absolutely. But there's better names.
You mean? Lopez as
No, I mean Josecito Lopez.
Oh, okay.
He's been in there with Canelo, Ortiz, Maidana, Thurman. He's got good names. Jesse Vargas, Mike Dallas Jr. He's been in there. Okay, right. Omar Figueroa. He lost once to Urgas. Send him an offer. Virgil Ortiz might be too young. People might say Crawford is doing what Floyd did to Canelo with Virgil, but he's a welterweight now. He's got a gold title. Van Heerden is a common opponent with Earl. He signed a Top Rank. Sebastian Formella's the IBO. Mike the other day was like, yo, he's unified. So it's like, yo, if that fighter could unify with the IBO, let Crawford unify with IBO Sebastian Formella. That would be bigger. I mean, look, Top Rank is so powerful, Enrique, at what they do that they making us believe Tyson Fury has a title. Why? Because normally you don't fight a 12-round fight if there's no title on the line. But this dude is taking a mythical title beyond, like, he's made it real. And his fights with these dudes are 12-round fights. So Crawford could take this IBO and legitimize it the way that Chris Eubank Jr. did. When James DeGale tried to shame him, Eubank held his IBO proud. Gennady, proud. Mayweather, proud. Darchinian, proud. Vladimir, AJ, Ruiz, proud. Get that unification. Get that unification with Sebastian Formella.
What about like somebody like Chris Algieri, at least somebody like that?
He went back down to 140, but look, that's a common opponent with Earl. He fought Pacquiao. People would criticize it because it's like, yo, he went back down, but we also seen him come up. So he gave a tight fight to Amir Khan. He didn't win it, but it was a tight fight, What, you don't think it was a tight fight? He was bringing them right hands to Khan.
Yeah, niggas said Chris Algieri.
I'm just saying, man.
We just trying to get him a public name, brother. We trying to get him a name that you can put on a billboard. You can't put.
His new opponent's name. What's his new opponent's name?
I'm gonna tell you, Enrique. His new opponent is so irrelevant that the promoter didn't even put his name. They calling him meme machine. They don't even want you to try to pronounce a name you're not gonna remember after December 14th.
Sad, because I'm looking at this picture and I'm like, yo, where the hell's this guy's name?
Dude, look at the picture, period. Look how disrespectful it is. They put all the A sides on one side. Teofimo and Commey and Crawford all together. It's like, wait a minute. I thought Crawford was fighting Kavaliauskas. Teofimo was fighting Commey. But the way they got it is like, nah, we got to keep all our A sides happy. And, I guess they saying Conlan is not that. I don't know what's going on with the fight poster.
I like the move from Top Rank and Bud Crawford because when you look at it, Bud been out the ring since April, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a Top Rank in Bob Brown, you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, not rush your investment into a big fight like that. So I can understand them trying to get that WBO mandatory or down the road or whatever is going on with WBO. Number one, go ahead and get him out the way. Knock out some of that rust, you know what I'm saying, for the end of this year. Because we all know the Danny Garcia, the Mikey Garcia, the Sean Porter, the Keith Thurman, the Lopez fight probably won't be able to happen by the end of this year. So with that being said, you can knock some of the rust out. Sean Porter just had a tough fight, and we all heard Sean Porter say on Max on Boxing that if him and Crawford were to fight each other, they would have to sit down and talk to each other about that fight. So you let Crawford get some of that ring rust off. Bring him back early next year against one of those PC fighters. Hopefully, Danny Garcia might win his title shot if he doesn't get that Earl fight. But I think more people and more fans and more boxing hardcores would rather see the Sean Porter fight because of what he was able to do with Earl Spence. So I like the move from Top Rank, getting their guy back out, putting them on right behind the Heisman trophy ceremony, which draws in millions and millions of viewers every year when it's presented. So that's a good move. You get him out, you knock the rust out, and you get him ready for a big fight next year.
Man, that shit would have been perfect if they would have actually put a competitive fight on. It would have made people, tune in and remember. Remember is what's important. Now, I believe what you're saying about the tougher guys in terms of like tougher to make a deal with the upper echelon guys. But Josecito Lopez could have been done for December 14th. You could stop that. We already got facts that Crawford has faced Al Heyman second level fighters before. Josecito Lopez definitely falls under that. Ray Robinson, while not with Al Heyman. Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Lopez really be ready? He just fought on the Spence card. We know.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, it'll be something to ask Robert Garcia.
I mean, September 28th, right? October 28th, that's 1 month. November 28th, that's 2 months. And December 14th, it's almost 3 months.
And with Crawford, you probably gonna want about an 8-week training camp. And you probably gonna want a little time off after you just had a training camp. So I don't know how legitimate Lopez is. You know what I'm saying? I think Lopez will want the proper time to train and not go in as an opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Mike, you understand today's October 15th, which makes it exactly 8-week training camp?
3 months. Yeah.
You
Actually,
do understand
12
that.
weeks.
You do understand that, right?
Actually, 12 weeks.
This nigga woke up to make excuses. Like he don't want. He don't want to fucking see Crawford in the real fight. He just woke up like, damn, how can I defend my boy today? Like, open your mind, champ. Like, it's mad time for Lopez, Ray Robinson. Those are second-tier fighters. Those dudes will take a title shot in a heartbeat. Yo, he talking about, they going to say no because they want 8 or 12 weeks, Enrique. Niggas, they don't get title shots on the reg. B-Sides is going to say no for a title shot. My man is crazy.
I mean, do you want to win or do you just want to fight?
You're right, champ. You're right. I'm not gonna argue with you, man. I'm not gonna argue with you, man. He wasn't just a tune-up.
Take a fight real quick.
Exactly, and Josecito wasn't just a tune-up for Thurman.
I don't think the motherfucker be getting 6 or 7 million to fight Crawford on 6-week notice. Money matters, you know what I'm saying?
Who said anything about 6 or 7 mil?
Boxers say I stay in the gym just in case my phone rings.
But who said anything about money? He want to make it about money now so we could say Josecito won't take the fight.
No. He brought up Andy Ruiz taking 6-week notice. I'm saying he took it part of the reason because of the opportunity and the money that was attached to it too.
Oh, yeah. Opportunity. You're right. A WBO title shot. A crack at pound for pound number 1. I mean, there's hella opportunity in fighting a Crawford, isn't there? That's what you need to be building up. What Crawford represents.
Andy Ruiz, though, I was bringing
up, the fact that you were ready to win. Andy Ruiz got the call. He came in ready to win.
He ain't get the call, champ. He ain't get the call. He put the message out like, "Yo, put me in. Yeah. Put me in. I'm ready, champ. Put me in, coach."
That's what I'm saying. He got that call. I'm sure Lopez is like, yo.
Lopez must have showed him something, yo. Lopez showed these Crawford fans something. Like, we don't want that smoke right now. We just want to get the rust off.
Right. He showed us that they can get a split decision with Keith Thurman.
I guess you don't want that common opponent.
No, I rather just have Keith Thurman. So
send some offers. That's all we saying. I mean, they sent that offer to Aegis.
Did we talk? Look,
I'm also
early. Did we have Keith on the air?
Yeah, we had Keith on the air. Yeah, we had Keith on the air.
He was looking at a Pacquiao fight, and he was looking at a what's the other fight? I don't think he really said anything about Crawford unless the money was right or the opportunity was right.
Exactly. But that, Michael, let's stop acting like we're children. We all understand that they are on one side and they have a lot of stuff going on. So if you want to deter them from their plan, it's gonna take a check. We understand that. Why you think Deontay Wilder sent $50 million to deter Anthony Joshua from their plans? Like, look at the money. You sure you want to go down that road? Like, that's what it's about. You got to change their mind. They got plans.
Look, and in defense of all the Crawford fans, I'll be one of them. I ain't gonna lie. He got a resume on him. He just don't have that big name, but he does have the Gamboa, Delorum, Postal, Molina, and Dongo, whose name was thrown out there a lot. Benavidez, Amir Khan. Now the Mean Machine. I mean, he got names up there, but yeah, that mega fight, man. What is Bob Arum waiting for? That's the headache. So, Mikey, maybe
it ain't Bob, bro. Bob already tried.
Who is it then?
It's Crawford. Bob tried. He did 2 pay-per-views with the dude. He did 2. Like, he's trying. He's marketing him. He put him in his hometown. He's putting him in the Garden. He put him on pay-per-view. Like, what more y'all want? He's putting him on ESPN. This ain't on the app. This is the ESPN. My man does views, right, Mike? Don't he do almost 3 million on ESPN? Like,
something like that.
Yeah, like,
Mike. But hold up. But they did the same thing to Rigondeaux. Yo, Rigondeaux, we trying. He ain't excited.
Nah, they ain't do that. Nuh-uh.
And
Bob
then they
Arum
gave him Lomo.
No, Bob Arum did not do that. Bob Arum did the opposite. Bob Arum was in interview saying Rigondeaux's a boring fighter as his promoter.
That's what I'm saying. And then he gave him Lomo.
Nah, because by then
Crawford ain't getting the numbers you saying.
Yeah, but he gave him Loma. That's not how it went down. You can't word it that way because he already left Bob Arum when he got the Loma fight.
Oh, okay, all right. There you go. I didn't know that. I thought like, all right, let's give them the meaningful fight, which was Loma versus Rigondeaux, to see what Rigondeaux produces in numbers. But okay, you saying he wasn't there. But what about now for Crawford? Like, what's the proof? Well, what is Crawford proving with numbers? Like, he's proving he can fight. Where's that fight?
He got to do what Triple G did, man. And this ain't that. Triple G knocked off everybody to make the walls close in on Canelo. He ain't doing that. He fighting the bottom feeders of welterweight while the top is fighting each other. Danny fought Thurman. Porter fought Danny, Thurman, and fucking now Earl. Like, they fighting. Mikey fought Earl. Like, they fighting over there. Mikey fought Lipinets, somebody that Crawford could be fighting. Like, they fighting over there. This dude fighting bottom feeders. That's just the bottom line. People want to disguise it in other words, fake ass mandatory. Show me the article where it got called, where the WBO said Crawford has to fight this dude and they got to negotiate in 30 days. If not, they go on the first bid. Get the fuck out of here. I got the article from ESPN, Dan Rafael and Stephen Kim saying that this is coming early to get it out the way.
What do you mean it's coming early to get what out the way?
Same thing Triple G doing. They taking on their mandatories so they could allegedly be free. But what they really doing is taking on their mandatories so they could wait for the other A side to pick them.
Yo,
these dudes got to do their own thing. They got to do their own thing. No, because it's not Mean Machine. His name is Egidijus Kavaliauskas. That's what I'm saying. But they don't even want you to try to fuck up that name. They know that name won't be around next year. It won't be around next year. My rhyme's too severe, kicking mad flavor in yeah.
No, I'm talking about like under Crawford's next opponent. He ain't even on the
box rack.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't. I mean, it's official. I got the press release from Top Rank. This is official tissue.
Damn, man. WBL belt is trash. That's what they saying.
Nah. That the problem is Crawford got it. I ain't gonna act like the man ain't got skill. He got it, and it's a tough fight, so it got to be worth the pot. And it ain't no pot there because my man ain't drawing flies to shit.
And that is, to be clear, Terence Crawford ain't drawing the numbers.
His first pay-per-view did like 50,000 with Postal, and the second one, we heard 100. Now Bob is saying upwards of 100. But at the end of the day, them ain't solid numbers. When Gennady did 170 and Ward and Kovalev did one, we frowned upon it. So we can't act like now 100,000 is banging.
Man, what about the name Egidijus Kavaliauskas? That dude.
That's who we talking about.
Oh, that's the Mean
Yo,
Machine?
But let me give out some. Yeah, that's the Mean Machine. Let me give out.
Oh, well, then there you go. That's a fight.
Let me give out some information. This fight is being promoted with Top Rank in association with Lou DiBella Entertainment and MTK Global. Tickets are priced at $506. Enrique, you a baller. You like to be ringside at the Garden. 506 for that. You ain't paying 5. Well, now you got to pay $1,012 for you and your lady.
Maybe for Teofimo Lopez Commey.
Okay. Damn.
For the co-main event.
For the walk in early, walk out early.
For the Egidijus Kavaliauskas.
Egidijus. Yo, that is funny. Let me see if Jeffrey could pronounce his first name better than us. I went to announcers pronouncing it, but then I didn't even remember it, bro. Like I had audio.
Egidijus.
Oh, it's double. You got to double it up. Egidijus Kavaliauskas. That's easy. Now we got it. Egidijus Kavaliauskas.
Egidijus.
No, Egidijus. Egidijus. I don't know. So then you got 306, 206, 106, and 56. Not including applicable fees, and tickets go on sale October 18th. I'm predicting a sellout, though. You know, people like Crawford, and then that Teofimo Lopez fight. Man, we're gonna be glued to that. You know, the Conlan, he's gonna bring in the Irish folk. You know, he's gonna sell his fair share. I think this will be a sellout.
Yeah, it sounds exciting.
As a triple header, it is, man. It's a good all around. I mean, because you still look. We just had Thurman versus Lopez. I'm not saying Egidijus Kavaliauskas is on Lopez's level, but it was a tune-up, right? So like, you know, this might be that, and I don't know. Hopefully Crawford gets him out of there early.
And no sign of Pacquiao, maybe like giving Crawford that kind of
Pacquiao's peoples actually said that they are looking to come out the first quarter, but they're looking at Danny and Mikey. They're not even looking at Crawford. Crawford's on the other side. They said specifically all they fights are going to be PBC fights. So you know Crawford ain't over here.
Damn. Well, shit, my final thought on that is, damn, Crawford, you got all the other mandatories or the other ranked number ones like the Curatillo, Danny Garcia, Alexander Besbutin. Man, at least those names. I mean, I guess it's legitimate.
Yo, the Crawford love is so strong. Brandon Maurice talking about Ness not going to tell you Bud versus Khan so more than Wilder versus Brazil. See, like, the liars are out in full force that they trying to make Wilder Brazil a pay-per-view.
Yeah. Nah, but it's a legit fight, this Crawford's opponent. He's number one on the WBO side, you know. I would have chose a name like Jesse Vargas. You know, or Danny Garcia, or Sergey Lipinets. You know,
people you know, right?
Yeah, somebody I know, or even
not nobody you gotta like take a pause before you say their name and shit.
Even Mikey Garcia, you know.
Yeah.
Yo, his opponent has last name has 1, 2, 3, 4 A's in it. Yo, he got 4 A's.
Yo, you like got a lot of double letters and shit. Double S's,
like
double K's.
Card out here.
Yo, catch us November 2nd live at Canelo versus Kovalev, where we're going to take this show on the road and bring it to you live from Podcast Row, interviewing all your favorite fighters, plus all the Hall of Fame fighters that will be in attendance. Last year, we interviewed names like Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Roberto Duran, Oscar De La Hoya, Tevin Farmer, Joseph Diaz, Ryan Garcia. I mean, the names go on and on, man. So join us this year from the 31st to the 2nd. Podcast Row, TBV in the building. We're going to go out to these sponsors and get to the callers, man. Let's just hear how they feel about this whole situation. No sense in beating Mike down about it.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
All right. Let's see who's on the line. Who'd up first? Oh, definitely Mr. CYP was there. What up, champ? Good morning.
What up, Yo, what up? Damn, look, the only issue I ever had with Crawford was the fact that he on the side where he ain't gonna be able to fight too many people. he got to negotiate extra hard, and people just don't want to fight the man. But the reason why I don't trip as hard as y'all do is because I don't believe people are beating Crawford. Like when somebody is not fighting top names, I only trip if people think that he can actually lose. Like I didn't like when AJ was ducking Ortiz because I thought Ortiz could beat him. Like I don't care if Mikey doesn't fight Crawford because I don't think Crawford gonna lose to Mikey. I don't care if Spence, to be honest with you, not Spence, excuse me. I don't care if Porter fights Crawford because I don't think he could beat him. So it's almost like he's proving this shit to people that need it to be proven. I don't actually need it. I'm probably with Mike on this one. I don't need him to prove that he can beat them other dudes. I think he can. I just want to see him fight Spence when he get better, or get the Pacquiao fight finally and whoop his ass, or Thurman come back, from injury and really, really come back and not take money fights when he's really not ready. When he's back to being one time, then he whoop one time ass. Like when it comes to the other dudes, I don't care. I would like to see it though, but I'm not tripping like that. I'm not really tripping like that. I'm a boomerang back. I got some other shit, but that's just me. Like y'all, if y'all need more proof that Crawford's elite and Crawford is good for y'all, not me. Don't try to convince me. I'm good. I'm sold on the goods. I just want to see him fight the big ones.
I got you. Look, Ness, I'm saying this. I don't need him to prove, but I want him to compete. That's what I'm saying.
Good way of putting it. But guess what? I need him to prove because, we all thought Earl Spence was going to have a cakewalk with Sean. Not we all, because, me and Mike definitely wasn't on that boat. But the point is, it wasn't a cakewalk. It was a fucking rock and sock 'em fight where there's a lot of people that think that Porter should have got the win even with the knockdown. I'm not that person. But there are those people out there. So it's like we can't just say he don't need to fight this guy, he don't need to fight that guy because, I know he could beat him. And that's true. You do think he could beat. Just like I think Wilder's going to beat everybody in the heavyweight division. That doesn't mean that people don't want to see him still fight AJ or Ruiz. Like you got to see him do it because adversity happens real life in the ring.
Exactly, and that ain't fair saying, oh, he don't need to prove anything right now. He fighting Mean Machine. What we getting out of that? More proof that he that nice? You know what I'm saying? But we don't know Mean Machine. No, we want to see a name that really has proof as well that he could beat people and possibly will pose a threat against Crawford. That's what I want to see.
Me too, champ. Me too.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
I'm ready. Let's go to Mr. PBC
Mr.
Seattle.
PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
What up, Mr. PBC?
What's up, Mike? What's up, Lumi? What's up, everybody? What's up, TBV? I looked at this last night, and I watched Kavaliauskas fight. Dude fought like rando people, like a bunch of Uber drivers. But we'll see, man. I mean, this is the year of the upsets. It'll be a bitch if he goes 12 rounds with this dude, like straight up. But to Mike, my favorite fighter is way better than your favorite fighter. He could have easily paid off this dude. He could have took the Sean Porter route or took his time, a little bit more. I don't know. I guess so, it is what it is. Is this going to be a pay-per-view since he already had a pay-per-view?
No, it's going to be on ESPN.
So, I mean, who are you going for, Mike? Do you think he's going to make it to 12 rounds or?
Nah, man, I don't think he gives Kavaliauskas got a chance. Bo Mack had an interview.
It took him 12 rounds to knock out a dude with one leg, so I mean.
Yeah, I actually think Benavidez is better than Kavaliauskas, just to be honest with you. But yeah, Mean Machine should make it more than.
He has 2 legs though. So you never know, Kavaliauskas. This is the year of the upsets.
Yeah,
man,
definitely.
You never know
definitely the year of the upsets, but this won't be one of those upsets.
Okay, well, do you think he should have chose a different fighter?
Honestly, yeah, because I've always said that Egidijus shouldn't be in the number one or whatever because of his draw with Ray Robinson. But at the end of the day, that's what they're doing. I'm gonna watch it. Hopefully, we can get something bigger and better next year.
So let me get this straight. What you just said is you feel he should have picked someone else because he said he shouldn't be number one, not because you don't like the fight. So you can't think for yourself.
I said he shouldn't be number one. I've said this on the show like 100 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
maybe it should be 101 now.
But what did
you
you
shouldn't
just
be
say?
the mandatory, or he shouldn't be the number one contender because he got a draw. And in my opinion, he actually got his ass beat by Ray Robinson. I know he said he didn't do enough. I don't want to hear all that shit. He didn't win that fight against Ray Robinson, so they should not have put him back at the number one coming off a draw. I would like to see Danny or Lipinets elevated to that number one spot, not Kavaliauskas.
I'm sorry. I thought I heard you say, I just found where he said he shouldn't be number one because he got a draw to Ray Robinson. And that's why you said, yeah, since I found him say that, yeah, he could have picked someone else.
No.
All right. Pretty sure that's on the tape. Blah. We got Lidslow, Ringer.
What up, Lidslow?
I ain't shit, fellas. What's happening? Shout out to Baldy.
You sound depressed.
Oh, no. Oh, bro, this is my soul relaxed early in the morning. I ain't had my blunt voice. You feel me?
Okay.
Like, I'm finna get it in, player. Give me time. So, first of all, I got no problem once again with Bud. Shout out to CYP, the first caller. That's how you ride for your motherfucking fighter. I'm not worried about Porter. Nothing against him. He a great fighter. We'll beat him. We ain't worried about Thurman. Get better, please, so we can get you later on next year or the year after. Spence gets we'll get you later. That's how you supposed to be when you a Terence Crawford fan, because the situation we in, we have to take it how it comes. Now, we got a mandatory. All right, laugh all you want. We're going to take the mandatory. After that,
stop calling it that, please. It's not a mandatory.
However you want to put it in there. Whoever after him, whoever is willing to step up to the plate to face Bud Crawford. Let's not forget that. We have to find somebody who is willing to face us. Okay, the check might be part of it, but who is actually willing? Forget all the talking. Like your boy Thurman said, let's sign some contracts and let's get with some real shit.
Like the contract Crawford signed yesterday to fight Egidijus.
So fine, but look though, next who else we gonna get next?
Danny don't gotta fight. Mikey don't gotta fight. Ulgas don't gotta fight. Omar Figueroa ain't gotta fight. Avanesian ain't gotta fight. Sean ain't gotta fight. Like, what you mean? Who we gonna fight?
Okay, now check this. And don't we need Bud? And then we need Bob Arum to write these checks, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like I said, after this fight, whoever y'all name, we are willing to face. You ain't never seen us turn our head.
Oh, after this fight.
Huh?
After this fight. Why not before? This fight hasn't been called. It's not a mandatory.
See, that's them kind of them unfair question, because you asking a question that I can't answer, because obviously it's probably on some business end. We know this, Ness. Now if we gonna go off,
but Lidslow, I want you to open your eyes. It's the same business Gennady Golovkin's doing in fighting his mandatory challenger early too, so that he can stay with the W and the belt. Wait for Canelo to pick him. Crawford's doing the same.
Who we waiting on?
Earl Spence Jr.
We not waiting. That's why we continue fighting. You can't wait in this boxing game. You can't wait on nobody, Ness. You know that.
Yo, come on.
You know
man.
that. Even Tevin Farmer said he gonna fight what's his name? Oh boy, in January. But if he ain't ready by January, what'd he say? I gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving, dog. People gotta see Bud's side of this thing sometimes. It can't always be Bud don't want to fight people. Come on, man.
Lidslow, do you think it's a coincidence that Crawford signed the contract Monday and Earl Spence had the accident? I think Crawford was waiting to see what could be done with Earl Spence. But what I continue to say is it don't stop there. Just because Earl's off the table, there's a dozen other welterweights that was better than Kavaliauskas.
Tell them to step up. Tell them
they can't step up without an offer. You so silly. Y'all Crawford fans, stop it. Let it go. Just be fair. I want another Crawford fan. Brandon, Cincinnati.
What up, B?
Top of the morning, gentlemen. I'm blessed and highly favored. Yo, Ness, I like how you tried to spin that narrative saying I said Wilder in Brazil was pay-per-view.
You did.
I was talking ticket sales. You know I was talking ticket sales,
Man,
nigga.
how the fuck you gonna talk ticket sales? One is a pay-per-view, one is a regular fight. Man, beat it. You just mad you wrote something dumb and I called it out.
What the fuck does that mean? Why are they supposed to be this big star? What the fuck does that matter? Who cares if this pay-per-view? I thought that pay-per-view
This how you know Crawford fighting a straight bum, Enrique, when they fans call in to talk about a whole nother fighter shitting on a whole nother fighter ticket sales. Nigga, talk about Crawford.
I'm about to.
You want to talk about Deontay Wilder?
There's only one Deontay Wilder.
That man got a successful pay-per-view under his belt. He did 325,000 pay-per-view sales. Tell Crawford, praise that.
I like how you're trying to cut me off and make another point about Wilder Brazil. That mandatory wasn't called, and you want to bitch about that? Do your research. The Wilder versus Brazil mandatory wasn't called yet, and he made that fight. But I digress. You motherfuckers act like he hasn't sent Danny Garcia an offer before. He haven't sent Thurman an offer before. What the fuck has changed now?
What's changed? What's changed? They turned down the fucking peanuts you sent. That's what changed. What's changed? Your man ain't had no fucking real fight in the welterweight division. So now they need to step up. That's what's changed. Stop acting crazy.
Yeah, Danny turned down that peanut offer and took less money. You right?
And what he lined up for now? What he lined up for now? You over here begging. You over here begging for Pacquiao, and Pacquiao calling out Danny and Mikey name. You laughing. Get your silly ass out of here. This why Crawford got a bunch of silly ass fans that got him making stupid ass decisions.
He said he took peanuts, but he offered peanuts, but he took less money. That makes sense in the word of Ness. But let me ask you this, Ness. Okay, let's say he fought Danny. The Kavaliauskas fight ain't going nowhere.
I ain't even talking to you no more, man. You making excuses. You ain't a real boxing fan today. You got your fucking Terence Crawford lipstick on.
Checkmate.
You trying to snuggle with Terence. You ain't trying to see Terence in the fight.
He fight Danny, then they call him mandatory. He gonna have to fight Kavaliauskas eventually. What's the difference? Get it out of the way.
Now there's no difference. Okay, Triple G. We gonna call him Triple B. Bud Crawford. All right, we done with Brandon. Yo, that's how you can see that Bud is doing wrong. His fans are delusional. They calling in with delusional thoughts. Talking about, get him out the way early. Let's do what Triple G do. Let's do what we've been complaining to Triple G about. Let's do that. I love it. I love it when they get egg dripping off their face live on motherfucking TV. T Plums, holla at me.
What up, T Plums?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
What up? Ness, I agree with you 100% today. The Bud fans, I mean, y'all some cool people and whatnot, but when it comes to Bud, y'all just don't see nothing wrong with what he doing. But you know what I'm saying? Like the Earl Spence thing, you know, Sean Porter said, if they can't get Earl Spence next, they going right after Bud. And you know, I had that unfortunate accident and stuff like that, but unfortunately that died down completely by Sean Porter and Bud. Like they didn't even talk about it. Bud just went straight to Green, whatever Mean Machine dude. So I mean,
his other option was Kell Brook. He was trying to force Kell Brook to come back to the welterweight division.
I just don't see how these dudes don't want Bud to fight the top competition. It's like they want him to get the shortcut, but they don't want him to go through no, you know what I'm saying, no, whatever it is, no obstacles. They just want him to get the easy route to the top, and I don't like that. It's like these niggas need to make this man fight. So like the dude CYP, he usually say some alright stuff. So he said, I'd rather see fight any high competition unless it's Earl Spence. Like, what the hell is you talking about? Like, how do you not want this dude to fight good welterweights? You rather see him fight not bums, but you rather see him fight, you know what I'm saying, no names than to fight high names that's not Earl. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, that ain't no real boxing fandom. That's Bud fandom. So I just ain't feeling that. But that's it.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling in. This show is good today, man. We got the callers. Bud, bring them out. You know, either they frustrated or they happy, man. All right, so let's mark it down. We had Brandon for Bud. He was in favor of Bud. Then we had Liz Lowe in favor of Bud. Obviously, Mike is in favor of Bud. CYP was in favor of Bud. That makes a lot right there. That was a lot of callers. So, all right, where's the true Crawford detractors at? Everybody's on Bud's side with this one. Let me go to California early in the morning. Donald Richmond, talk to me.
Man, you know I'm a Crawford fan, so that's good you come to me. And Mike, you know I got your back on the Crawford shit. You know how Ness is. We gonna give Ness a AA degree. Always an asshole when it comes to Bud. And Ness always takes the narrative and flips it.
The hate just pours through, man. The fans and
but see, this is
people
the thing
can see
here.
it. So
This
cool.
is the thing here. We know that Bud is the real boogeyman, and we know that the fans for Spence, they starting to sound like Joshua fans when it was coming for Joshua to fight Wilder. Always got some excuse. Oh, Bud, he need to do this. He need to do that. What? He ain't fighting nobody. Oh, you lighting the ass. If this nigga so lighting the ass, go on and fight this man and get him out the way then. Go on and run over him. You supposed to be this big old monster truck. Come on and run over little Bud and see what happens. You know?
I mean,
Bud
who you
is smart,
talking to, though?
He's sitting back.
Who you talking? You
I'm
talking to Earl
you
Spence
and
in the
anybody
hospital,
else.
champ?
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking to you and your excuses that you always have.
What
how
excuses?
negative you always about Bud.
I'm giving
Listen to
you
what I'm
giving
saying.
you a dozen fighters.
If he quit cutting them off.
I'm giving you a dozen fighters he could fight.
Man, that's what Nets do. Bud is smart. Bud ain't finna sit up here and get aged out. Bud said, you know what? Y'all can say I'm fighting a bum, but guess what? I'm in another training camp. I'm in the ring. I'm fighting somebody I'm getting. As long as Bud keep fighting and keep staying in the ring, it ain't gonna never come to a time to where when the big fight comes, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing. He gonna be who he gonna be. He gonna always be in there.
I told you, man, even Americans could be sheep. That is your call, champ. That is your call. Jesus in L.A., talk to me.
You're killing everybody with facts right now, man. You're killing all these fanboys with facts, man.
They don't want to hear the truth. They can't handle the truth.
They don't want to hear the truth. Hell no, you're killing them with facts, man. Mike, I don't know what the hell. Mike has Crawford as his favorite fighter. Dude's fighting nobody. He stays fighting nobody. How old is he, 32? I ain't passing him by. That's why I still have Thurman as my number one. He did this in his mid-20s, late 20s.
Yo, how old is Canelo?
Canelo's what, 29? He just turned 29, I think.
I'm telling you.
How many names has he fought? How many names has Wilder fought? That guy was talking about he fought Brazil or whoever, but he fought Ortiz before that. He was fighting guys before that. What are we talking about, man? Yo, Mike, you're wild to have Crawford as your favorite fighter, man. Guy's fighting nobody. He's a nobody, man. No disrespect, because I respect every fighter, but if you ain't fighting no names, if you ain't fighting nobody, I can't put respect in your name. I barely started putting respect in Spence name because he fought Sean, but I mean Thurman did all this before that. Canelo's been doing this before that. They did it in their 20s. Mike, I mean, no.
I'm just saying, bro, he's such a nobody that you took out time of your morning to call in to a show that we're announcing a fight about Terence Crawford and Egidijus Kavaliauskas. So
but Mike,
apparently he's somebody to get you up in the morning time to call in about Egidijus Kavaliauskas and Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? It's not Earl and Terence Crawford. It's not Danny and Terence Crawford. It's Egidijus Kavaliauskas and Terence Crawford. But you called in to a nobody. So cool, man. Thank you. Thank you for your support. We'll appreciate it.
Well, Jesus in L.A., I'll defend you. As I like to say on this show all the time, you call in to celebrate and gloat when you get it right, or call in to express your frustrations. And you are calling in and express your frustration, even though Mike wants to try and twist things to fit his narrative. I understand why you are exercising your right as a paying consumer, a boxing fan, while you're exercising your right to express yourself live on the biggest show in the world that has to do with boxing, trying to get your message to the promoter that's putting this garbage on that you have to watch. I get you, Jesus. Thank you for calling in. We're going out to an actual professional boxer. We're going to go to Edric Kid Flash Talk to me, champ. I know your fight's coming up, so get into that before you even start talking about Crawford. Oh, you on that speakerphone, though, champ. I know you're going to need me to. I'm going to come right back to you after we go to Connecticut. Mike in Connecticut. Let's see if y'all think alike.
Okay, so you already know I agree with Mike on this. Listen, Ness, when it comes to Crawford, Ness, it's pure hate. It's pure hate from you. You listed off fighters like David Avanesian. Egis already knocked out David Avanesian, okay? Porter said he's not coming back until next year, so obviously he can't fight Crawford now. Spencer's in the hospital. Danny already turned down an offer that you just said is peanuts, but he was offered $3 million up front, and that's more than Spence and Porter got up front, plus pay-per-view upside. So how is that peanuts? And he offered Thurman a fight. He turned it down as well, right? Manny Pacquiao, Freddie Roach came out and said, we don't want that fight for Manny. So everybody that you listed, they don't want to fight Crawford. Am
I allowed to rebuttal? Because you said a lot, and I might forget it.
At 154. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so the first thing that you said was the Danny offer.
David Avanesian's been knocked out.
Yeah. Okay, we can start there. David Avanesian's been knocked out. Then he knocked out an undefeated, highly touted prospect and Luana Lahagua twice back-to-back in his hometown.
Yeah, but
what?
The guy Crawford's fighting, he knocked out David Avanesian.
And then Avanesian came back. So what are you saying? One loss defines your record?
No, but the guy already beat him. So why should he fight the guy? Come on, bro.
What do you mean? So wait a minute. Hold on, Mike, because if you want to get involved, that's cool. But I thought he called in for me. I can't do both of y'all. So listen.
Go ahead.
So listen. You want to discredit him for being knocked out to Mean Machine, but coming back from that. Meanwhile, Mean Machine, since knocking him out, has only looked bad and has a draw. So he's getting a title shot off of a draw that the public feels he didn't win. You got to keep everything in context. See, the difference between Avanesian is after losing to your guy, he's gone on to do something good. Actually, very good. Going to someone's home country and knocking them out twice, proving it's not a fluke like Andy's trying to do. So stop belittling that, okay? But what's your next point, Danny? Hold on. Your next point was, Danny, you earned yourself a lot of time only to get your ass verbally kicked. Hold on, champ. I'm talking to him, champ. It's a lot of, oh my God, left, right. They jumping me. Oh, they paid the ref. They paid the ref.
You get Jesus back, though. It's cool for you to get Jesus back.
I got Jesus back after you spoke, not in the middle. You cutting me off so I don't talk. You cutting me off so I don't talk.
You want to keep talking?
Yes. He called in for me. Don't be jealous. I'm popular. You jealous. You jealous. Now you want to beg him. You want to beg him. Tag team. Go ahead. Look. Tag team.
So you want to bring up a fact that a guy named David Avanesian went over and beat up a prospect who really ain't really fought nobody. He got knocked out twice. But Kavaliauskas knocked out David Avanesian. I didn't see David Avanesian clamoring for his rematch. I didn't see him saying, I want the rematch with Kavaliauskas. I haven't seen him in any interviews, any reports, say anything about Kavaliauskas. But the guy he fought had enough balls to run it back against him after being knocked out. Where's David Avanesian balls at? So since you want to bring him up and say he's this and that, where's his nuts at?
All right, so Mike in Connecticut, your second point was Danny Garcia and how you tried to lie to my audience and say that he had pay-per-view upside on his offer that was a flat fee with no pay-per-view, and we had Bob Arum on the show. Yes. We had Bob Arum on the show. It was a flat fee. The only pay-per-view offer was for Khan. So what was your next point? Because they all failing miserably.
You could just look it up, bro.
They're all you can look it up. You can look it up. Mike is here. He was on the show. Why you think he ain't interjecting?
Oh, Bob did change his stance, though. He said maybe that offer wasn't good enough, Danny, and we can't add pay-per-view upside. It's on that same show, Ness. So if you chose to omit that, it's on that exact same show, the exact same show.
Mike, are you trying to say right here live on air that an offer that Bob Arum already sent to Danny that was not for pay-per-view, all of a sudden the letters magically changed because he's on the show with us and says, since Danny didn't like it, we can offer him pay-per-view? Are you saying? Because there wasn't a second one with pay-per-view attached offered. So stop it. You reaching. Live on air, he said that it was not pay-per-view. That's what he said.
And he also said we can go back and look at it and add the pay-per-view on there.
Exactly. But Mike, but you're not understanding. That's what I'm saying. The letter that Danny and Heyman received doesn't say pay-per-view.
Fuck Bob Word, pretty much. Fuck Bob Word.
The letter that Danny and Heyman received does not say pay-per-view. So because Bob said on the show that he can add it, because
I understand now. Fuck Bob Word.
Yeah, he's trying to change it. Joshua in New Orleans, we'll keep it moving. They losing miserably today.
Hello?
You on?
Hello?
You on?
Okay. Hey, shout out to Mike from Connecticut, Liz Lowe, CYP, Mike on the show, Brandon, I don't remember the other callers. Ness, you're a detractor. You're a hater. You shoot down everything that comes out of the Bud camp, and all the facts that you claim to be spewing is delusion. Everybody quick to holler about a Bud fan is delusional. Y'all motherfuckers are delusional because the PPC could sit up there and hide on their side and say they don't want to fight this dude. The dude moved up, get a belt at WBO. They're talking about not acknowledging the WBO belt. And then when Danny Garcia moved up and he fought for that vacant title, I heard Keith Thurman, I heard Errol Spence, I heard Sean Porter in line to try to fight this dude. But when it comes to Crawford and stuff, they got these fucking excuses. And you sit up here and you protect them, just like Canelo's being protected right now. And he can fight any fucking body. With the Demetrius Andrade situation. Ness, I don't get you on this, bro. You a fan. You claim to be a fan, but you like a fanboy when it comes down to this shit, man. And you're a detractor. You're a hater. I mean, Bud already proved himself. Most of the time when I came up watching boxing, a nigga that is undisputed or accomplished something in the lower weight class, he normally moves up and fight the top fighters. Everybody say he ain't fight nobody, but nobody ain't lining up to fight him. The last caller I heard from Bud was Sean Porter.
So I'm a hater, but I told Danny when he moved up to welterweight to do it in catch weights. You know, I wanted Danny to be tested. You know, I didn't want him to go straight into the top because he had a name and because he was popular at 140. But I'm a hater because I want the same for Crawford. Okay, cool. We going out to actually let me go to JD. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? We been doing this show, you know what I'm saying, last week. And topic of conversation last week is why guys don't take short money, you know what I'm saying? Take short money, dare to be great. Do what Canelo did.
Yep.
Why Daddy can't do that? Why Daddy can't take if $3 million not good enough, but why Daddy can't take that short money and dare to be great?
Already got the name.
Why Keith Thurman couldn't take that short money from Crawford if it was short? I don't know the particulars of the offer. If it was short, why not take it and dare to be great? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny how your stance and your opinion change on Crawford. Make it worth their while. But on other fighters, it's take short money and dare to be great. Rebuttal, please.
Nah, man, I'm going to let you put that out to the people, man. Let them answer that silly shit because I've already given my stance on that. You know, now you're saying that guys like Andrade, Charlo, you know, anyone else that I've used that narrative for are on the level of Crawford, who allegedly is pound for pound, SB winner, fighter of the year, unified, undisputed. I mean, damn, man, you want the same route for Crawford? All right, cool. I'm gonna go for JD when you're done.
Andrade and Charlo to take short money, but Andrade and Charlo got belts. Danny and Thurman ain't got no belts, so why shouldn't they be able to take short money? That's what I was saying. So I wasn't.
That's the answer you're looking for? I'll give it to you if that's what you're looking for. So what do Danny and Charlo have in common?
Nothing. One's a champion.
Exactly.
One's not.
Exactly. Now, what do Danny and Andre have in common?
Nothing. One's a champion. One's not.
Exactly. So, because you're choosing that answer, I'll tell you the true answer. Options. Options. When you have Earl Spence and you have Manny Pacquiao with your name at the tip of your tongue, that is called options. I can't teach you any more than that. I got to get to these callers, though. Let me get to JD in Texas.
JD, motherfucker. There's a lot of things I like to move, so man,
Oh, let me stop that right there just to hit everybody with the punchline in case they didn't get it. What does Crawford have? 0 fucking options.
JD, motherfucker. There's a lot of things I like to move, so man, just try to get on my game to box, man. I don't know why they gonna call me, but I'm a 54-pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
Man, what's the damn deal, man? Good morning, fellas. Ness, you straight up hating, man. I don't know how else to say it, but check this out, man. One thing that I heard that I totally disagree with is the fact that, like, you calling all these other names like Figueroa and all these other guys, let's be for real for 1 second. You will discredit the shit out of Figueroa from coming off a loss to Ugas. Listen, Crawford is in a situation where, we got to wait till 2020 to see what he do. He's in a bad situation right now. Hopefully he don't stay with Top Rank.
He's
but,
deleted.
This fight right... Listen, man, at the end of the day, if he fight any of these guys, Teofimo Lopez is another guy you brought up, you will find a way to discredit him. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy you're giving off. You know what I'm saying? All these guys that you name, and you name some more. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this dude sitting here naming these dudes like he wouldn't shit on them if they was fighting Crawford.
Keep it in context, JD.
And be for real.
Keep it in context. I named everybody more popular and more known and more fucking achieved than fucking Kavaliauskas.
Okay, I will keep it in context. And my point is still the same. You would shit on them no matter what. You know what I'm saying? It just, listen, man, Mayweather got the same hate. They was like, oh, why he fighting this guy? Why he fighting this guy? Man, damn, who the fuck you want him to fight? He done fought everybody. You know what I'm saying?
So now you comparing Floyd. Now you comparing Floyd to fucking Bud's resume. You better get your ass off this line.
You gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish. I'm not saying Crawford fought everybody, but he in a situation where he trying to get these fights, and dudes ain't fighting them. We got to acknowledge that too. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got. Hey,
you in a situation where you trying to get these fights. Meanwhile, you sending people. Earl gets $2 million or $3 million. What is it? $3 million guarantee, and then back end you sending Danny $3 million. Knowing damn well a fight with Danny and Crawford is pay-per-view. Bigger pay-per-view than both the pay-per-views Crawford already did. But you Crawford fans delusional. You're delusional, man. I can't help her. I can't help y'all, man. Troy with the boomerang. Holla at me.
I'll take short.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's hear. You know what? I keep hearing Crawford ain't fighting. I'm not really going to get into that. You can't blame him for the foolishness of this whole crossing the street thing when nobody wants to fight him. And also, if you take a look at the PBC, as far as the fighters at 147, Porter is the only one that has fought everybody. Danny hasn't fought everybody. Thurman hasn't fought everybody. And Spence definitely hasn't fought everybody. If fights were so easy to make over there, why aren't they fighting each other? I can't hear you, brother.
Oh, I didn't want to take up your time. You want me to beat you during your clock? Because I'm not giving you extra.
How many times you couldn't beat me with my own hands? But go ahead and make your point, would you?
Well, my point is... what did you say again? Say it again. You still got time.
I said if fights were so easy to
I got you. I remember. Because it was so dumb. It was so dumb that shit went in one ear and out the other fucking ear. Okay, because Danny ain't fighting no one, but he fought fucking Sean. He fought fucking Thurman, and he fought Matisse. Okay, so who Crawford fought? Gamboa, Jeff Horn.
fought the guy that beat Matisse too, and that stopped him, right?
Oh my God! Yo, keep giving context, please. Give more.
Saying,
no.
I'm
not. Listen, I'm not interrupting you, champion. I want you to give context.
I just gave you context with the.
You're done? Are you really done? You're not gonna mention. You're not gonna mention that Matisse wasn't the same person. Okay, cool.
I wasn't the same.
But Danny didn't fight nobody. So then he said Thurman didn't fight nobody. So Thurman fought Pacquiao. And he fought Danny, and he fought Porter. Okay, he didn't fight nobody. Those guys are not fighting nobody. Wait, he also said those guys are not fighting. So that means Earl didn't fight nobody. Who fought Mikey? Who fought, he just fought, who he fought right now? Oh, he fought Sean. He fought Lamont. Oh, I forgot to say Danny fought Lamont too, but he ain't fighting nobody. They're not fighting each other over there on the PBC side. Get your dumbass narrative out of here. You guys got to stop. Please, come better than this, man. Come better than this, man. You're doing poorly today. Very, 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 very poor. Rod in the 870, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, do me a favor. Stop saying that some people believe that Porter won a fight even with the knockdown. There's only 5 people in the whole entire goddamn world that think that. It's Mike, it's Bud, it's the judge that scored it 14-14, Canelo Mayweather, and it's the 2 judges that scored it for
that's not
Bradley
true. We had callers call in.
No. I believe it was a close fight, Ness. I do. But even you said it. If you do worst case scenario, tie fight in the 10th round, Earl Spence clearly won the 12th, and he got a knockdown in the 11th. That's 3 points right there. Even if you think he was down 1 round, he still win by 2 points. So that's what I'm saying. I agree it was a close fight. But let me move on. The reason Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia and those guys won't take short money, because they already established. When Canelo took short money with Mayweather, it's because Mayweather was the clear A side, and he was trying to establish himself as a superstar. Why would they go to somebody like Bud who only selling 80 goddamn pay-per-view buys and take short money? And I like Bud. I like Bud, Mike. I hate the fact that y'all got me on here shitting on Bud. I actually like the dude.
Oh, he gonna cut the call off.
I'm not cutting him off. I'm asking a question.
I actually like to do my. But here's the last thing, Mike, for you. Here's the last thing. How many top-ranked fighters in 140, 147 have fought PBC fighters in the last year? I just want to know, because you the expert. Can you tell me?
Last year?
In the last year, yeah, the last 12 months.
I have to look at it, but
so I guess every
fucking
PBC fighter is scared of every goddamn top-ranked fighter. I guess that's what it is. Or is it just a damn war between the two biggest companies in boxing right now? Come on, y'all. You just got to use a little fucking common sense, man. Stop being so emotional about this. Y'all know these guys ain't going to fight because of the two. It's not enough money. Wilder and Fury has enough money.
Mike in Michigan. Mike in Michigan, going once.
Mikey.
Am I wrong on that? 317.
That's in Indiana. Indiana, man, stand up.
353.
Talking to you, homie.
All right, he's working. Jerron, talk to me.
What up, Jerome? Jerome.
Yeah, I like Crawford. I'm a Crawford fan, but these fights, he gotta fight somebody that's got a name. Because to me, it's too many people that are okay being a champion and not the champion. He's at welterweight. He should want to do at welterweight what he did in another division and try to unify. So we got to stop fighting these people he's fighting, and we can talk about the promoters and all of that and the war between the promoters. That shouldn't matter. If Crawford wants these fights, these promoters should go out and get these fights. Because it's not only going to be better for him, it's going to be better for the sport. That's my thought.
Kid Flash, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, man?
What up?
Hello?
What's going on, brother?
Bendiga, man. I just, bien. I just want to say, man, October 18th, I'm going to definitely send you some stuff, man, if you can repost it, I love TPV. I think Ness makes a good point. If a lot of you complain about robberies, but then you guys see a robbery, and then you let the guy fight the guy that you know what I'm saying got awarded the robbery, then you can't complain about it, because at the end of the day, the judges see that and they're like, oh well, shit, nobody cares after a while. Nobody cares. So, you know, that's my call, man. But I do think that that Crawford is definitely the good, but if you're the good, man, you should be fighting people that are fired. So appreciate it, Ness. Thank you.
All right. Mike, you see the chat saying I'm bullying you? It's crazy, bruh. Come on, man. Why they doing this shit, man? I ain't treating you bad. Zorro, talk to me. Zorro in Georgia.
Business. What's
What up,
up, y'all,
Zorro?
man? You giving them the business this morning, Ness. You giving them the business. I'm going to just go like this. Crawford got the fight with this guy. He got to promote himself. That's his biggest issue. He got to promote himself, man. Like, all these PBC fighters, they got names up under them. Crawford ain't really got nobody at 147 up under his belt. So for him to put demands on these other fighters who got names up under their belts, whether it's a win or a loss, those other resumes, they packing up and they stacking up on top of Crawford. Crawford got to do something.
Boy, y'all talking
He
about
got to
resume.
stack
What
up.
about fights, nigga? You don't want to see nobody on PBC.
Yo, my man sat down the line for an hour.
Mike.
He on the line for an hour. Let him get his
Are you
call.
mad because I'm not talking to you? I'm talking to him.
I
I'm
like
asking him a nice
Crawford,
question.
but what is the upside? What's the upside for those fighters to go run over there?
Nigga, to be a
When they said
champion.
Danny was gonna get
That's
a flat
the upside.
fee.
Get your belt. Get you a belt. I got a belt. You ain't got
them
one,
boys getting
Danny.
belts over
You
there.
ain't got one, Keith.
They
You
getting
ain't
belts
got one,
over there.
Sean. What you mean?
It's three belts over there, and they can get all of them belts and then come get Crawford. Or Crawford
Pacquiao
could
not
come
trying
over
to
there
fight none of them
and
young
come get
motherfuckers. You
all
see
the
who going
belts.
after? He want Mikey. Mikey or fucking Amir Khan.
Man, look.
Earl Spence hurt. Y'all want to win a whole another year before y'all can become champion again? Cool.
BoxingWords.com.
Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingWords.com.
Yo, can you hear me?
What up, Joseph? Mastermind?
You have a good day. What's happening, Ness? Mike, hair trigger, should we call him? How y'all doing this morning? Ness, I'm gonna give you a second to go clean off all that blood, man. You slaughtering these lambs today. So go ahead and clean yourself off, champ. I know you need it. Got blood everywhere.
I wanna just ask Mike, could you ask the audience to hit the thumbs up button, because it looks like because they don't like what I'm saying, it's so many people watching, they don't want to hit the thumbs up. I've already hit it myself, but like, I guess they all team Mike and they mad I'm bodying you. So tell them that it's okay to hit the thumbs up, please.
What kind of body of meat are you doing, bro? It's the only thing you're doing is like hating, like my nigga. That's it.
You know, you call it hate. I'm spitting facts.
You have no legitimate argument.
Okay, I mean, look, I just asked you to hit the thumbs up. I just want you to ask them to hit the thumbs up. That's all.
You saying you bodying me?
It's no rebut.
I can't rebut
It's no
that.
rebut. I'm only asking you to ask your audience. I'm only asking you to ask your audience to
If
hit
I
the
can't
thumbs
rebut
up.
you saying you bodying me, then you know what? I'll let Joseph get his call though.
Mike, let me tell you, you almost know what it feels like to be a Canelo fan, except for the fact that Canelo fight people.
Nigga, everybody wants to fight Canelo. He's the golden goose.
That's what I said. Almost. You almost know what it's like. We fight people, but nah, man. At the end of the day, all bullshit aside,
Y'all fight people and y'all get favorable decisions too. Never have I ever seen a Crawford fight get a favorable decision, or somebody
You've never
say
seen
that
a Crawford fight. That's
Canelo
correct, Mike.
robbed
That's
somebody.
correct.
Never. But we all know Canelo robbs niggas a lot. So if you want to go and put your hat on a nigga that get a lot of robberies, my nigga, go ahead. Go ahead. Your fighter got real losses. My fighter got none.
Is Crawford fighting the top? That's all I need to know.
Nigga, yeah, he fought the top at 135 and 140. At 147, first fight, he fought a champion. And the other motherfucking fighters not trying to fight him. So yeah, he fight the top.
That's cute. That's cute. That's cute, Mike. Come on now. Come on now, Mike. Look, the real main event is Richard.
Come on, 90 seconds. You been at 147 3 fights. You got niggas who been at 147 their whole career and only had one title shot. Come on, bro.
Making excuses, man. Making excuses. Look, Bud put you
I'm
on
not making excuses. Tell Danny to sign a contract. Tell Keith pick his pen up. Tell anybody on PBC who want that smoke, they can get their ass kicked. You know it
for a flat fee.
You know it, and I knew it, Joe.
For a flat fee. For a flat fee, not on pay per view, because your name ain't Khan somehow.
60 seconds.
They doing stupid business for Crawford. Is all I'm saying.
Y'all gotta be mad at Bud. Bud put you on the.
Nah, they gotta be mad at Bob Barron for putting that motherfucker in the pay per view with Postal and Khan. Let's go to NO. Talk to me.
Hey. Also, a big super max. Make sure Canelo ain't eating none of that beef. You know what I'm saying, for this Kovalev fight.
Jay Hardcore in the chat said, "Who was Bud last fight?" I don't know either. B.
American.
NO is on you.
Yeah, what's good, man? I'm an audio sound. I'm all right.
You alright. You ain't the best, but you alright.
Yeah, you know I'm moving around, bro, but see, Mike went, like, you know what I'm saying?
10 seconds.
Let me put this out there, bro. I'm a Crawford fan as well, bro. He passed all the eye tests. He checked all the boxes for me. But who was the golden goose at 140 when he was there?
Well, now say that again. I'm sorry. I hear you. The lady said
Who
something.
was the golden goose at 140 when Crawford was at 140?
What no golden goose was it?
If it wasn't no golden goose, who it had to be? If it wasn't no golden goose, who had to be the golden goose when Crawford was at 140? It had to be Crawford, right?
I would say either Crawford or Adrian Broner or like a Danny Garcia before he moved up.
Broner wasn't at 140?
Okay, yeah. Well, then Crawford was the golden goose then.
So it was easy for him to make those fights, right, with the other champion. Right or wrong?
I would say so, because Postal fought on HBO.
Who was on Dongo? All right, who was on Dongo going to fight to make as much money he'd have made with Crawford?
That's true.
The other guy that Crawford fought, where he was gonna make money with. He ain't had nobody else. Either you was gonna fight a Dongo, and I don't even know who else was up there at the time. So dog, you can't compare 140 to 147, dog. It's different players in the mix.
I don't think I was comparing it to 147. The dude, I'm sorry.
Mike, you not gonna finish your sentence?
I thought you were playing the soundbite. My bad. No, I wasn't.
You know, I had to play the soundbite because his time was up.
I didn't know what sound it was. The guy said something about Joseph said something about Crawford didn't do something, and I brought up 147. My bad. I can't even remember what the argument between me and Joseph was.
All right, we got hella callers, man, but it's that time of the show.
Drive by.
Edward, Alabama.
What up, Ed?
Hey, y'all appreciate it. Just making it quick. I guess, the only thing I got to say is, I understand where everybody's coming from, because Crawford, man, like I said, he's made a decision to be over there. These fights, when we're going to test him, man, I think really these fights take away from his legacy, He was undisputed. He automatically moved up. He's had enough fight to acclimate to the weight. He don't want to fight Porter because that's his friend. That's my friend. So, I don't know what to say, man. So, I'll watch the fight on the low, but I'm not paying for nothing he does. He just got to do something. He should have never made the choice to sign with Top Rank. These fights are terrible. All right, man, that's what I call. Appreciate it.
And let's not forget he extended last year, according to the article I sent Mike. Shit is ridiculous. We got that one white boy on Skype. Talk to me.
Drive by.
Yeah. Listen, I hear a lot of passion between Mike and everybody that likes Crawford, man. That's good, man. There's a lot of passion in the calls today. Of course, I got Crawford in the fight. Should he be fighting Porter? Yes. I think he's ducking Porter because Porter, in my opinion, won that last fight. But that's my call. Drive by. I'm out.
All right, there goes a guy that said that thinks he won. We got Jay Will on Skype. Talk to me.
Drive by. All right. Yeah, man. I just think I like what how the last call just ended. This last call, though. I think the Porter Bud fight will be a good fight since obviously Spence is hurt, and obviously Porter proved himself to be pay-per-view friendly. So that's something Bud still haven't even proved yet. But let me get to my call right quick. But another caller said Bud will get back to Thurman, back to Garcia, and back to Porter eventually next year, 2021 or 22 or whatever. But Errol was planning on getting those guys out the way right now, then going to get Bud. So Bud's kind of trying to do it backwards, trying to get 2 belts at one fight. And another thing, Danny Thurman, all them, they got 3 belts on their side of the street. What's your name? Only got 1 belt. So that's another thing. And then the other thing I find is funny, though, y'all think Terence Bud Crawford's number 1 pound for pound right now.
Cut it.
Stone Bone Boxing.
What up? Hey, will you weirdo niggas stop talking about, oh, Danny them got 3. Them niggas ain't on the same team. They're fighters. They're independent contractors. They fight each other. Danny just had his shot. He lost the belt to Porter in a vacant. So Crawford finna beat the shit out of Mean Machine. And it's good you guys keep hating on Bud because Earl is in the hospital. So hopefully when he come back healthy and get this ass whooping, maybe you guys will calm down a little bit. Crawford by knockout. Commey, I'm going to take Commey. I want Commey to win. Drive by.
Stone, thanks for calling in. We going out to Little Rock 213. Talk to me.
What it do, Ness?
What's up, brother? Who's this?
This Stack.
Oh, Stack. New
From
number.
Little Rock.
New number.
Hey, my question. Yeah, I called before. I got a new number though. Well, yeah, I heard Mike say they should take less and fight Crawford. How about Crawford take less and fight Spence? That's my call.
I mean, Crawford the one in the position they got to take less. That's what Mike don't understand. All those dudes are more popular than him and are in better situations. I keep telling them they got options. He don't. His options is Egidijus and fucking Jose Benavidez, Jeff Horn. Those are his options. And until that side of the street wakes up and understands that those are the options, they going to keep playing on that side the way they playing. Brandon in North Carolina.
Next, I need your help real quick. What is Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Mikey Garcia, and Andy Ruiz all have in common?
Floyd De La Hoya. What? Who? Say it again. I'm sorry.
Bob Arum. God damn. Go ahead, bro.
Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Garcia, and Andy Ruiz.
Oh,
they all left Bob Arum and got more money when they left. So why is Crawford still with Bob Arum?
Because he got a contract.
Keep your foot on their neck. Yes, but he keep re-upping.
Yeah, I mean, he re-upped last year. He about to be up this year, so let's see what happens.
Keep your foot on their neck, Ness. You right about this. Crawford should leave. If he don't leave, he don't deserve no good fight, man.
Hey, man.
All the other cats I just named, they left.
People telling Jamal Charlo to go to DAZN. I don't know why they ain't got that same energy with Crawford. You know what I'm saying? They want people to bow down to Crawford and Top Rank. It's a bunch of hypocrisy. They call me the hater. They just hypocrites, bro. They hypocrites. We know how it go. But thanks for calling in, man. Drive by. Davidian, talk to me.
Drive by.
Hi. What's good, Ness? What's good, Mike? Great show as always. I don't know, man. I respect Terence Crawford's skills, but I agree with you, Ness. I want to see him fight somebody. Like, don't give me that Amir Khan. He ain't got no chin. Like, he got baptized by Canelo. Like, I don't know. It's kind of whack. And then he fought the other dude that had one leg. Like, that's a handicap match. So I do want to see him fight somebody we know can give him an actual fight. So, yeah, and I'm not hating on Crawford. I think he's skilled, but I want to see him tested with somebody. Like, I don't care about him dying with all that.
Cut it.
P Money.
What up, P Money?
Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning. You guys were talking about it the other night, but I I honestly think they need to let champions become mandatories for these sanctioning bodies.
Oh yeah, I
Because
agree.
it's a
I remember I was so desperate. I told Wilder live on the interview, like, champ, ain't no way you could just become AJ's mandatory because I wanted that fight so bad.
being like Doomy and shit. You were calling him a casual, but it's true, man. They should like that would stop all this the belts getting caught up on one side of the street. And if fucking Pacquiao and Mayweather fight, man, Crawford, it could be 600 days, man. Could be 600 days, man, before he gets a shot. That's all I'm gonna say. Thanks, guys.
P Money, thanks for calling. We got Alex Lemon. Talk to me.
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, what's up, Mike? What's up, Ness? Hey, I know I'm on drive-by. Yes, I want to see Crawford fight somebody, a name in the welterweight division. Yes. Yes, I think he should even take less because obviously PBC going to keep everything in-house. So he might have to take less to get the fight because you got to get that name, got to get a belt. You got to get another belt. The mandatory, he's fighting a mandatory. But here's the real thing. I don't understand why everyone's okay with this. Oh, he's on the wrong side of the street. Why is everybody okay that PBC, let PBC stay over there, Top Rank stay over here? When Deontay Wilder was doing this, when they were doing that to Deontay Wilder, I had the same energy, and I was saying that was bullshit that they weren't fighting Wilder. Now they're doing it to Crawford, but now it's okay. It's not okay.
No, you got to understand. The energy with Wilder was go to the zone. Stop ducking the zone. That's where all the heavyweights at. Wilder's ducking the zone. So we telling Crawford the same thing. Go to PBC. That's where all the welterweights at. Stop ducking PBC.
$120 million zone deal. We were pissed. Yes.
I can't hear you, Alex. I think Mike or somebody's trying to talk.
I said, yeah, that definitely wasn't my stance.
Hey, Ness, but I was saying before the $120 million zone deal, we were both pissed saying that they were ducking Wilder.
But Wilder still had a fight on their network. Remember? Remember, it wasn't until September 22nd that AJ left and did his fight with DAZN. Before that, he was on Showtime. We talking different networks. It's easier for Wilder AJ at the time when AJ had like a 6-fight deal with Showtime. That's why Wilder was mad because he thought he was getting that fight. You had both heavyweights on the same side. But anyway, drive by, babe. I got to go to, we got Mr. PBC Boomerang, go. And his drive by.
All right, what's good? I don't give a fuck about this subject no more. I got a quick question. Mike, not you, Mike, because my favorite fight is better than yours. Ness. What the fuck is going on with Tyson Fury? I also heard that he didn't tell his promoters he signed a deal with WWE.
I don't know, man. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. I did see a headline, but thanks for calling. I did see a headline where it said that he says that the wrestling match could affect the Wilder fight because wrestling is not fake. So you just never know, man. We got Mastermind Boomerang. NL, talk to me.
What's good, man? Shit, bro. Everybody, bro, I don't give a fuck about all the sanctioning bodies and all that shit, that's dog, but we gotta live in reality right quick, you know what I'm saying? I knew this drive-by, dog. So let me get this out, you hear me? We gotta start thinking more like, dog, this shit is two businesses going to war, dog. That's basically what it is. Now, you can call in and say you don't give a fuck about that shit, but that's what's happening. We got to give a fuck about it. And that's telling you what the real is. You dig? It's two mob bosses going to war. That's it. That's my code.
I just want Mike to tell the audience to hit thumbs up. I can't believe we still at 72 thumbs up with all these people watching. Like, Mike, tell them it's okay to not agree with what I'm saying and still like the show. Like, I mean, don't you want us to grow, Mike? Or you gonna take a grudge on me?
We had 180. But if you're listening right now on YouTube,
maybe I gotta refresh my page.
Yeah, definitely do. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, man. It helps with the visibility of the show. It lets more people know and see how much hatred there really is for Crawford. coming from Nestor Gibbs.
All
so
of a sudden, it's
go ahead and
hatred.
smash that.
When we tell Jamal to go to the zone, that's not hate.
Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button.
When Jose Ramirez went to the zone to unify, that wasn't hate. You know, it's sad that Jose Ramirez is the only one on Top Rank fighting real competition, man. You know, can't name another fighter on Top Rank doing it like him. We got Boomerang CYP.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. You on a show where you ask the caller to call in and tell them what you think. Most of the callers do not agree with you, and this is fact. And if you don't believe me, we'll have a push-up bet. I'll re-listen to the show when we're done, and I'll count how many people were for you, how many people were for Mike. That's what we'll do, and then we can kind of push-up bet. You can't keep calling yourself winner, playing sound bites, doing all this bullshit when you have callers calling in to determine who's right or wrong. That's what you do on a debate show. You have a judge. You're losing. Stop that childish shit. There's other debates you can win. You ain't winning this one. You ain't winning it. Stop the sound bites. Stop the proclaiming. That shit is childish as fuck. Skip Bayless does not have callers call in because he knows if he did, he would lose every day to Shannon. That's why he don't have them speak. Because he knows Skip Bayless is full of shit. He just says whatever needs to be said.
Cut it.
Boy,
I mean, I got callers calling in telling me that this man is metaphorically bleeding. I got callers calling in actually saying that. So I don't know what you're saying. Plus the chat. I mean, I see the chat right there. Shout out to my soldiers in the chat. So I don't really know what he's talking
the
about.
slogan was don't type while you can Skype.
Yeah, that's why my callers call in. You know?
Yeah, probably about 3 or 4 of them calling.
I mean, hey, Top Rank diet is a real thing, man. Everybody knows it, you know? Everybody knows it. We got Boomerang JD Texas.
I wonder who he's going with.
Man, I just want to give a shout out to Mike, because Mike killed him today, punched him all in the throat, you know what I'm saying, all on the chin. But now, check this out, man. Listen, let's not forget Mikey Garcia talking about, oh, Bud is this boring guy, didn't want to fight him. Let's not forget that, man. Let's not forget that, you know what I'm saying? Also, this is why I say it's the Mayweather effect, right? Because Jeff Horn beat pretty much. I had Jeff Horn winning that fight against Pacquiao. If not winning, damn good fight. Now, now going off of that fight. Hold on, going off of that fight.
I swear I was making shit up during the fight chat.
Drop by. Yeah, man, that's everybody, man. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Catch us on the next one. Hopefully we can get this untitled off, man. These dudes ignoring my message. I might have to start doing these Patreons alone. They ignoring me now. Now they ducking me, just like Mike's been ducking all show. But yeah, man, this was a great debate. Hopefully one day I'll be alive to see Crawford fight someone that has a pulse. NestGTO, Instagram and Twitter.
Just follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. Peace out.
Oh shit, hold up. We got this guy gonna get on all late. Checkmate Boxing, and we got Jay Hardcore just calling in.
What up, Checkmate?
I've been holding for like an hour. I just didn't after I was in the host queue. Oh, so let me just say this. Ness must have drunk 10 cups of coffee because he's definitely one of his haters mobile. Listen, Crawford's first fight at 147 was for a championship belt. He only had 3 fights. Okay? Fury fighting rubbish and trash. Let's get this man an opportunity. It's not like he's been 147 forever. There's a grand scheme to all this, and you guys are playing checkers while these guys are playing chess. Now that Earl's on hiatus and Manny is kind of ducking waiting for Floyd, he's fighting his #1 mandatory. You said it ain't his mandatory, but he's getting out of the way now instead of allowing it to mess with.
Yeah, keep that same energy with Triple G. Keep that same energy with Triple G. Keep that same energy with Triple G.
I do got it.
No, you don't, because you want him to fight Andre. You want him to fight Andre or Charlo. You don't want him to fucking fight Serimenta.
Of course.
I did. So why you ain't got the same energy? Man, look, we on drive by, man. I'm done with you, B. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Y'all want Triple G to fight Charlo or Triple G to fight Andre, but y'all don't give up. But y'all mad that he fighting Sedimenta, that he asking to fight his mandatory early, that he's asking the same way they doing over here. Y'all mad at Triple G for that, but y'all not mad at Crawford. No, Crawford is strategic. Crawford is strategic. He trying to do it because he want to be ready. Yeah. Man, I'm out,
But
man.
man,
I'm
Triple
out,
G
man.
because he's not fighting the champion. But if you look at the what division, you say Crawford go fight Spence. Oh, you can't. Crawford go fight Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao ain't got no interest in fighting any of these young lions.
Did they make Manny an offer?
With that being said,
I didn't
he
think
can't
so.
fight the champions.
I didn't think
but
so.
Triple G can fight the champion. He got a champion on the zone that he can fight. So the energy is definitely entirely the same. You just don't see it that way.
No, it ain't the same because guess what Deontay Wilder as a B-side did? He sent the $50
Now
million
offer.
He sent the $50 million offer.
You flip-flopping all over the goddamn place. Stay on one person.
This is boxing. It ain't about flip-flopping. This is boxing. This is boxing. We talk about the blueprint all the time. You just don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit it.
Nigga, you all over the place, though. Like, you have to from here to here.
Brother, fighters can follow the blueprint. You don't want to admit it. It's that simple. It's that simple. He can choose to send an offer. How you going to say Pacquiao don't want to fight him? So everybody that said AJ don't want to fight Wilder was right? No. Everybody that thought Wilder didn't want to fight AJ was right? No. Wilder sent an offer. Don't say that Crawford the Pacquiao don't want to fight Crawford. Did they send him an offer? Did they send Danny an offer? A revised one after admitting that it was bad to send the dude that knocked out Khan a lower offer than Khan. Plus put Khan on pay-per-view and not the dude that knocked him out. Man, get out of here, bro. I can't beat you all fucking day. I got shit to do. Next GTO. You got sheep. Okay. You got sheep listening to you, bro.
Peace out. All right, that's cool. We all bad together then. Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.
Bye.